Commerce. Will you raise your hand, say hi? Thank you guys for all coming out today. We really appreciate it. I'm going to introduce to you Chad Wheeler. He is the Executive Director of Open Door. He has some introductions, and he's also going to tell you a little bit about what we are celebrating today. Chad?
Thank you all so much for coming out today. This is an exciting day for us. A lot of you have heard about our new survivor housing program. It's a transitional housing program for survivors of sex trafficking and their children. And we've been working up to this point for the last few months, but March marks the first month where we'll begin housing people in the new program. So this is kind of our official launch of the program. So what this program will do is it brings 20 units of transitional housing for adult survivors of trafficking and their children who will stay in the program for up to 18 months with counseling, case management, transportation, child care, a wide variety of services, very intensive services for the participants in this program. It's also a regional project, so it's based here in Lubbock, but it can serve anybody in the West Texas region, and it's the first program like it in our region. So we're super excited to bring this to the South Plains and to Lubbock, and to be able to add even more services to this very important group of people within our community. So today we have our board, our staff, our survivor housing staff here with us to celebrate. We also want to give a few plugs to the community. One of those is that with this housing program, we will be providing completely furnished apartments for everybody moving into this program. So one of the big asks that we have for the community is furniture donations. So if you have couches, chairs, tables, anything that someone can use in an apartment, in March and April we're going to be furnishing 20 new apartments. So we absolutely need the community support to be able to do this, to make it move-in ready for people who are going to be coming into the program. Also wanted to give a plug for Voice of Hope, which is the Lubbock Rape Crisis Center here in Lubbock. They've been providing services to this community for a long, long time and will continue to provide great services, and we'll be working with them to help make sure people that are fleeing sex trafficking and needing services, who also need this housing program, can make sure that they get the best services they can find in West Texas. So if you know of somebody who is fleeing sex trafficking, I want to just encourage you to look up Voice of Hope and look up their 24-hour hotline, which that number is 806-763-7273. So if you're experiencing any kind of domestic violence, sexual assault, fleeing sex trafficking, you can contact their hotline for crisis services. They can connect you to a wide variety of services. If you're wanting to know more about our program, you can go online to opendoorlbk.org. You can also call our office at 806-687-6876 to find out more information about this new housing program. So, with that, I want to introduce Councilwoman Latrell Joy, who's got a proclamation to read for us today.
Thank you, Chad, and I'm pleased to be here and honored to be able to read this proclamation. Open Door has done much for this community, and this is another step in providing assistance to those who cannot help themselves. So, I will read this special recognition. Whereas human trafficking is a prevalent issue in Lubbock and the South Plains region, with 262 trafficking victims identified by Voice of Hope since 2012. And tragically, there are many more trafficking victims in our city and in our region whose plight is unreported. And whereas human trafficking demands a comprehensive response to the needs of victims and survivors across multiple sectors of our community, including law enforcement, the judicial system, medical providers, homeless service organizations, rape crisis centers, mental health services, and our faith community. And whereas Open Door has undertaken a new program to provide transitional housing for periods of up to 18 months, as well as therapeutic supportive services to adult survivors and their children, which includes trauma therapy, holistic rehabilitation, child care, education, job training, and life skills. And whereas today, March 1st, 2019, marks the official launch of Open Door Survivor Housing, a tremendous resource which makes available 20 units of transitional housing for human trafficking survivors and their children. Now therefore, we, the Mayor and City Council of the great city of Lubbock, do hereby recognize Open Door Survivor Housing and express our thanks and congratulations as Open Door celebrates the grand opening of these new transitional housing units, which will further extend this organization's mission to cultivate community opportunity and restoration with people experiencing poverty and homelessness. Dated this first day of March 2019 and signed by Mayor Pope and all the members of the City Council.
Thank you. I think we're ready. Well, I'll sit right here.
All right. You're gonna put your hand on top. First one is just gonna be for her. Hold it here. Just a photo line. Just don't let it fall. There you go. There you go. All right. She's gonna count 1, 2, 3, but don't count. 1, 2, 3. Done. Right? Now lay it flat. Wide. And upside. And we do a blood precision. We look up and then we look at the chamber. The word commerce. Okay. Watch your bottom. Come down. Watch this thing. There you go. Got it. Open a little bit wider. There you go. There's an art to it, I promise. It is a great day in Lubbock as we celebrate the grand opening of Open Door's new Survivor Housing, Lubbock's new transitional housing program serving adult sex trafficking survivors and their children. And we are proud to call them members of the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce.